biscuit. It says to charge the marker, but I'm not going to do it. How do you guys feel about that? I'm going for it. Okay. So, welcome to Balancing 201. Balancing 201. So, Balancing 101, pretty basic. Balancing 201, same idea with a couple extra little hints. Number one. Let's set up, well, first of all, what type is number one? Synthesis. Love it. Number one is synthesis. And you would agree this looks a little bit more complicated than what we were doing yesterday, yes? Let's set up the score sheet. I've got S, H, and O. How many S's on the left? One. How many H's on the left? Two. How many O's on the left? Four. How many S's on the right? How many H's on the right? How many O's on the right? Oh, snap. That's balanced. All right? It's balanced. And when you set up the score sheet, sometimes you're like, oh, it's already balanced. So set up a score sheet that's really going to help you. Okay, sweet. Easy one. Are your brains warmed up now? Well, we're going to move on. On number two, what do you notice in number two that we did not have yesterday? Parentheses have what inside of them? Happy meals. All right? What have I said? And this is going to be like full circle from day one about Happy Meals. Keep the Happy Meal together. Keep the Happy Meal together. Now, this works as long as the Happy Meal is on both sides of the yield. So, is SO4 on both sides? Yes. Is PO4 on both sides? Yes. So, when I'm setting up my score sheet, I'm going to have the following. I'm going to have Mg, I'm going to have SO4, I'm going to have Na, and I'm going to have PO4. This will make your life so much easier when balancing ones like this. Could you set it up as Mg, S, O, Na, and P? Yeah. Sure. You're just going to have what? A lot higher numbers to work with. Yes? So this really keeps your numbers more simple, a lot lower, and will help your life. Head nod if you're with me so far. All right, a little bit of a shortcut. How many magnesium do I start out with on the left? 1. How many sulfate do I start out with on the left? 1. Thank you for saying 1 and not 4. How many sodium do I start out with on the left? 3. And how many phosphate do I start out with on the left? 1. On the right, how many magnesium do I start out with? 3. How many sulfate? 2. How many sulfate? 1. How many sodium? 2 sodium. And how many phosphates? 2. And you might want to, and you don't have to, maybe put these in parentheses so you're not getting confused with what's a subscript and what's a number. I don't care. It's up to you. Okay? Is it balanced? No. When you're balancing, I always suggest doing metals first. Balance your metals first. Metals, non-metals, hydrogen, then oxygen. Okay? My first metal is magnesium. I have 3 Mg on this side, so what coefficient am I going to put in front of this one? 3. That changes my magnesium to how many? 3. And my sulfate to how many? 3. Okay? Sweet. Okay, I have 3 SO4s here, so what coefficient am I probably going to put here? 3. That gives me how many sodium on that side? 6. How many sulfate on that side? 3. Now is it balanced? No, but you should be looking at this and be like, okay, this is going to end up pretty sweet, right? Because I need 6 Na, so what coefficient is going to go here? 2. So now what's my new total of sodium on the left? 6. New total of phosphate on the left? 2. What type is number 2? Double displacement. That is double displacement because I have 2 things switching spots. Magnesium and sodium switch spots. Magnesium and sodium switch spots. Number 3. Try that one on your own. Think you guys can do that one? Try number 3 on your own. I'm going to hydrate while you're doing that. Drinking water is really good for you when all this sickness is going around. Staying hydrated. It's so refreshing. You guys got it? No? Did you watch the notes from yesterday? You need to do that. I have 2 oxygens here, so our coefficient is going to go here. 2. 2. Is it balanced? Yes. Type is? Decomposition. Decomposition. Moving on. Oh boy. No. Discard. Oh no. What did I do? Oh Nelly. Oh snap. It's broken.
Oh, so we can.
That's not broken. Number 4. Let's do this one quick together. What type is number 4? Single element. Single element. That is single displacement. Single displacement. I have 2 oxygen here. So what coefficient am I going to put in front of this compound? 2. But that gives me 2 calcium. So what coefficient am I going to put in front of this compound? 2. But that gives me how many chlorine?
4.
So what coefficient am I going to put in front of this compound? 2. What if you would have ended up with something like this? 4, 4, 4, 2 for your coefficients. Is that the same thing? Yeah. Would you get the point for that?
No.
No. Why?
Reduce.
It can be reduced. So if you ever end up with like a 2, 6, 2, 4, right? That's going to be a 1, 3, nothing, 2. So if you're ever balancing these and you have coefficients that can reduce, then do it. Make sense? Okay. And that leaves us with combustion, right? Would you agree that this is combustion on here? I have some carbon hydrogen plus O2 yields CO2 plus H2O. So write combustion on that. Guess what people like to say combustion is on accident? It looks like single displacement, right? But it's not. Because I have carbon hydrogen plus O2, the products are always CO2 plus H2O. When you balance a combustion, always do it carbon, hydrogen, then oxygen. Here's the cool thing about it. If you set it up like this, the product side of combustion always starts out as 1, 2, 3. Every single time. So if you do carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, you always start out with 1 carbon, 2 hydrogen, 3 oxygen. On the left, I've got how many carbon? 2. How many hydrogen? How many oxygen? 2. Okay. So let's follow our steps. Carbon first. 2 carbon here. What coefficient is going to go here? 2. This is going to be a weird one. That gives me 2 carbon. What is my new total of oxygen on the left? 5. On the right side, I've got 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. Love it. Hydrogen next. 6 hydrogen here. So what coefficient has to go here? 3. That gives me 6 hydrogen. What is my new total of oxygen on the left, on the right?
8.
What is, you don't have to guess. What is 2 times 2? 4. What's 3 times 1? 3. What's 4 plus 3? 7. Oh, snap. Is this going to work? So, whenever you get to an odd number for oxygen on combustion, are you ready for the shortcut? The shortcut is double everything. So this coefficient is going to become a what? 2. This coefficient is going to become a 2 times 2 is 4. This coefficient is going to become a 6. We're not squaring it, we're doubling it. And guess what this odd number, this 7, watch this. That becomes the coefficient on the other thing. I guarantee you that's balanced, okay? So double everything, your odd number becomes the coefficient. Let's check our work. 2 times 2 is 4. So I have 4 carbon. On the right, 4 times 1 is 4. 2 times 6 is how many hydrogen? 12. 6 times 2 is 12. On the right, 7 times 2 is 14. Oxygen. 4 times 2 is 8. 6 times 1 is 6. 8 plus 6 is? That is balanced. So whenever you get to an odd number on oxygen, double, 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 the odd number becomes the coefficient on O2. Bada boom, bada bing, it's balanced. Cool? Yes?
It goes from
Just for combustion.
4 to 6. That's not doubling.
It went from 2 to 4 and 3 to 6. You double the individual coefficients. Any other questions? Okay. Tonight, your homework is the front of 7-6. The front of 7-6. I don't know if you'll finish this in class. Probably not. Good luck. Get started. You can work by yourself or with a partner. Use your time wisely the rest of the period.